Hello and welcome to another episode of Life Talks with Fawole. We have the voice behind the camera, the wizard, and Dele, my brethren. Come on, be smooth. I'm coming with you. Come on back, please, Ross.
No, love for having me though.
I appreciate you coming. I feel like a school kid though. Arm next to your arm. Look at the size of his arm. Come on.
You the big homie, cuz.
Come on, you the big homie.
I'm just big, like, you know, physically, but you the big homie, you the OG, cuz.
No, you're okay. I'll take the OG status,
on,
but
you're
big, like, and I'm gonna start giving it because you're big. Your attitude towards life is big. Your respect to life, the person who you are, and the energy that comes across from you is big. Like you're an amazing person as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate that. Seriously,
I appreciate that.
And the thing is, how do we meet properly? Like, I mean, we know it. We know loads of different other
always
people.
Cross paths. We know the same people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. More time, but we proper bucked up in the gym.
Yeah,
to be fair, you know what I'm saying. We proper, you know, you already larger than life because you.
Yeah,
anyone that comes, yo, what you telling me? What's your name, brother? So you know, and the worst thing is, I'm drawn to personalities as well. Like people that are just good vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm open. Just let's chat. Let's get to know. Because I feel like in that whole gym setting already, everyone's stern in it.
Yeah,
and because even me, the way I look, people are kind of intimidated. So more time, I try and welcome everyone. Yeah. So you know that's how we met in the gym. Yeah. Boom. He was like, yo, cuz. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, what's happening? I've seen you, cuz. Like, what you saying?
Yeah.
And that's how we got to meet, and then know that we know the same people. A
lot of the same people, and you're just like seriously. I know a lot of nice people, but your demeanor compared to you, who you are, your attitude, and everything, you couldn't meet a nicer guy. I'm surprised about how nice you are. You are that nice. I mean, you've only shown me that side, and that when I talk to anyone else,
you, blood. I give what people give. But if you show me respect, I'm gonna show you respect, man.
Yeah.
So he's saying, because he's hench, he shouldn't be that nice.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
no, for me, he's so hench. It's like not even just hench. He's a dark brother, good looking. Now, good skin, good teeth. Do you know what I'm saying?
I try.
Couple of quid in his pocket. There's no need for you to be a certain way with people, but you are.
Some people, why? Like, because I feel like it costs nothing to be nice.
That's why you are who you are. Other people with half as much as you got, with nothing you got, faking it, act like dickheads. Yeah. And this is my thing. So people will look at certain people and expect them to act a certain way. People will look at you, the stuff you've done, and just because they see your back catalogue, expect you to be arrogant and up your own arse. You're not. You're a real person.
Always been cool people.
And
from college days, blood. Always been cool people.
This is the thing. So that's why. And then talking to you and knowing almost like let's put into jungle terms.
Yeah.
I'm an alpha male. You call me an OG. You guys wizard. You're OG. You're alpha males. You're alpha male. I understand when there's someone else in the room that can do as much damage or more damage than me, and what certain people can do. I know a lot of people have been around for a long time that use that for the wrong reasons or use it in the wrong way.
But I also think sometimes maybe they ain't comfortable in themselves.
Definitely
I feel
not.
like,
Very
true. Bro, I'm 35 now, cuz.
How old?
I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'll be 36 this year. You get me?
Hold on.
I look 20. Don't say that. I'm out here, man. But like,
he's not that humble after all, is he?
I told you, man. That's what I'm saying.
Go.
But I'm just saying, like, I feel like when you go through life and you go through certain experiences, you know, they humble you in that. And fortunately, my circle, my family circle, my family dynamics, we're very close in it. So, and the way my parents raised me, I'm Nigerian.
Hey,
you know
I'm on Nigeria.
Come on.
And you're Yoruba as well, innit?
Come on,
give my arm back.
You're taking my arm, cuz, you get me? But like, I'm Nigerian, and you already know, respect is first. It's key in our upbringing. You gotta respect your elders. Regardless. So my parents were massive on respect, and I'm the youngest out of four.
Out of four?
Out of four. I got an older sister. She's the oldest.
Well, I didn't know you had a sister. You lot are so big life. I didn't know you had a big sister as well.
Yeah, I got an older sister. She's my younger sister now because she's small in it now. She's the smallest, so we have to take care of her. But I'm just saying, like, got an older sister and I got two older brothers.
Okay.
So I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
And you already know respect. I have to respect my elders.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I've already learned how to just take people for, you know, what they are. I don't.
Once you prove anything,
I'm just like, inherently. Yo, you give me respect, I'm gonna give you respect back.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost nothing. It doesn't cost nothing to be nice.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry to get into you. You know what it is? I realised more about that when I went to Nigeria for the first time. I've been like 3 times.
Yeah.
But then when you go, you'll see small children, people younger than you, they give their hello sir, good morning sir. They won't walk past you. Where here people walk past you.
They just walk past you.
Yeah, they walk past you like there's no, because you respect. That's what they say in this country. But that inherent respect that we have, that we were brought up on, it builds character. It's just so, it's fantastic.
Of course,
Fantastic.
I don't. Obviously, the English culture is the English culture. They, you know, they got their ways of sharing respect. I just feel like that's our culture. That's Nigerian culture. You know, when you see someone that's older than you, you say hello, you greet them, you check them, see if they're cool and that. So I was just raised like that. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So if someone approaches me and their energy's cool, I'm gonna just give you the time. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you the time. It's not, there's nothing to be arrogant about. Everything that I've got, or everything that I'll say that the Akinfenwas have built, it took time, effort, is a lot of work. So there's nothing to be arrogant about. I can't. I'm gonna be arrogant. I'm not a millionaire. Even if I was a millionaire,
I don't think you would be.
I won't. It's not in my DNA to be arrogant because I always know where I come from. Like, my parents grinded, worked 8 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure their kids were blessed. So it's not like I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I know what it takes to grind. I know what it takes to graft and obtain things that you want. So it's not. Everything that I have got, I'm grateful for what I've got. You know what I'm saying? I'm always forever grateful because things can get taken away straight away. You get what I'm saying?
Was you born here?
I was born here.
Okay, was all of your siblings born here?
No, my sister was born in Nigeria.
And so your 3 brothers were born here?
Nah, my other brother was born in Brussels.
Wow. So okay, so break it down for me, the family dynamic then. So there's 4 of you.
There's 4 of us. So
you're the youngest, right?
I'm the youngest.
Youngest, okay.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, and then you got the middle brother.
Yeah, his name?
The footballer. Adebayo Akinfenwa.
Say again?
Adebayo Akinfenwa.
Adebayo Akinfenwa. Big up, middle brother.
He's doing these things still.
Cool.
And then we've got the older brother, Yemi Akinfenwa.
Big up, big bro.
Trust me.
Big bro.
We've got my older sister, Fawole
Akinfenwa. Big up, Fawole.
She's married now, so she's Fawole Obeng, so I can't even.
Okay.
But you know, like, in our culture, like, yo, man, he's Akinfenwa.
I feel you.
So, and blood, the dynamics growing up was blood. It's mad. Like,
what's the disparity? What's the space between you?
So 4 years between me and my middle brother.
Okay, Adebayo.
Yeah, and then my older brother 7 years.
Yemi.
And my sister 10 years.
10 years. Okay,
but we're all close.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But growing up, obviously I'm the youngest, so the annoying younger brother. You don't see eye to eye with the middle. Like, nah.
Did you just get away with stuff?
Get away? I think I only started getting away with shit when, can I swear?
Yeah?
I think I only started getting away with shit when I was a teenager. So when I started going secondary school, Stone Knitting days, big up Stone Knitting, don't know, out here.
Come on.
But yeah, Stone Knitting days, I started getting away because my parents were older, so they just you know what I'm saying?
You know you're lucky.
Yeah, they've been through whacking up they went through all of that, so they just didn't have the energy to do it no more. So when I was like 13, 14, I was getting away with bare shit, man. Like,
that's a lot. Do you know, I think that is something that happens in a lot of our families. Like, the younger one gets away, because I remember, like, at a certain time, when my mum was ready, she could kick some ass. Like, my dad wasn't around, but the parents, and then after a little while, as they get a bit older, they get a little bit more tolerant, and they allow you a little bit more.
That's happened with me now with my 2 sons. Like, like my first boy, like, I was on him, bruv. Like, I was on it, you know, it's your first child. The second one, like, he gets away with bare shit. And like, my oldest son will be like, yo, dad, like, what going on? Like, you wouldn't let me get away with that shit. But it's just one of those, you know, because you've been through it, you try and, it's like parenting, there's no fucking, there's no book for parenting
at all.
So you're always learning it, and every kid's different. So my second boy, he's different. Like, his whole demeanor, his personality is different to my
oldest boy.
So I gotta find ways of parenting him. Because the style that I used to parent my oldest son, it won't work with him. So then sometimes I see my boy just looking like, yo, like, oh God, Dad, like, you letting him get away with madness. But I'm like, nah, I've got to apply a different style to him, just to make sure he then takes on board what I, as a parent.
It works, I'm a parent.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to apply different styles to your parent and stuff, because
Yeah.
every child's different. But I just think it's one of those things where, fucking my parents had 3 before I came along, so they're tired.
It's
Like,
right.
they're just
So like
like-
being an uncle, because then because my thing is like, you know what, I will let my nephews or nieces get away with more than I'll let my children to get away with. And when I was younger, my uncles were like, come on, leave him, it's okay. You wouldn't. When my uncles or something was around, I could do shit that I knew that my mum wouldn't do that to me because I knew my uncles were around. You know what I mean? But at home, I might get a look when it was my uncle. But at home, I would get fucked up. But when I'm out, I used to push the bar a bit more.
Yeah.
How's it for you?
But like nieces and nephews, I got bare them because
Yeah.
like there's talking about grandkids to my parents, it's like 13, 14 kids.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good. It's good. You're blessed.
You know what I'm saying? So it's mad because my first niece, who's the oldest, she's gonna be 15, 14.
Okay.
Cam, yeah, my first, like our relationship
Yeah.
is different. Like,
Yeah.
because she was the first ever. My brother's first daughter, the first ever
Which
grandchild.
your older brother or your
No,
middle brother?
middle one.
Okay.
First ever grandchild, so she got everything in it. So the relationship between me and her is different. Like she's like my
Yeah.
she's like my dog,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
The
Even-
child you never had.
Yeah, like she's like my dog. I was
Yeah.
like, so the relationship I got with her is different to the rest of them. Like she gets away with bare stuff. Like because she's older.
Yeah.
You know, she's teenager.
Cheeky,
Yeah,
or-
so she's
yeah.
cheeky. Sometimes she'll be
Yeah.
like, you talking about uncle, look at your crap, cuz. Like, that's what she's at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ripping, man. I'm like the embarrassing uncle. You know them ones?
Yeah.
But the other ones now, like, nah, but I'm on job with them. They can't get away with nothing.
And you're helping them though.
Of course.
That's
And
helping
then-
them, yeah.
I know we shouldn't, but we got a lot of boys.
Yeah.
In this day and age that we're living in,
Yeah.
it's like I got to raise the youths a
Yeah.
certain way.
Yeah, you
know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
school them. You have to
'Cause
school them. You have to
we're in
school them.
different times, innit? And it's
You have
like
to school them.
we leave it to the mums to kind of show the girls how to be ladies and that, but the boys, like they've got to be raised a certain way.
Yeah.
Because they need to know how to navigate in the world that we're in.
Yeah.
They
Especially
need
being
to
black as well as
especially
being boys.
black.
Yeah.
They got to be street smart. I don't want them to be in the roles, but they got to know what the roles
What's
are
what,
about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They got to
yeah,
know
yeah.
that, this is a place I don't want to be at. You kind of get what I'm saying? So, and I'm massive on that. I got 2 boys, but I live in Hackney, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So, what I went through, we're in different times. I was able to navigate.
It wasn't as bad as I think, but it's still like
It was bad. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad, but we're just, I don't know, maybe because we're older now, so we don't see it. Because sometimes when I go back to my younger days, I'm like, like, mum's out there. Like,
Now we made
you
it
get what I'm
through.
saying?
This is the thing, because you're calling me an OG. He would tell me stories about me when I was younger. People have got stories about you when you're younger. But the difference is we're all sitting in this room right now. And there's people who never made it through.
Of course.
And that is the reality of it. Is if you was now to rewind the hands of time and actually look at your upbringing, look at, it's like, you know them pictures where people fade out from the picture, to really look at it, you'd be like, Ross, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was.
That's what I'm saying. So that's because I work with young kids as well. So
Yeah.
more time, they take me back to my younger days. Because
Yeah.
sometimes when I see them going on with their bandits, I'm like, what the fuck, blood? Like, what, go on? But then when you take yourself back to when you was that age, you was putting up with some fuckery, blood. You
What
kind
you
of get
doing?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the only thing I do say to them is that, look, more time, we didn't have other options. We didn't have the man them saying, go down this road.
Exactly.
Because, boy, it's going to be easier.
Exactly.
We didn't have a lot of that. We did have, but we didn't have a lot of that. I say, with these youths now, they've got a lot of people that, look, you've got so many examples because of social media. You see motherfuckers doing shit and
Different
then
stuff,
getting locked up. You see that shit.
Yeah.
We didn't
whereas-
even have internet growing up.
yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't have
true.
internet, so we
True.
couldn't see what man was doing across in the States. We didn't
Yeah,
see that. We could
yeah.
just hear from music, but we
Yeah.
couldn't see what was going on. Whereas they got access to a lot of shit,
Yeah.
so they're seeing all these things in real time. Social media has made the world a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the only thing I say. Like, look, don't get twist. You're young, innit? So I know you're gonna be putting up with fuckery, but like we've stepped this line before you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we know the outcomes. It's only fucking 2 outcomes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's only 2
There's no rocket
outcomes.
science. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no, and that's But when you see it, history repeats itself all the time. It's the same outcome.
Yeah.
So for me, what I try and get through to the youngers is that, look, man, there's other lines that you can do. There's other ways, avenues you can go down. Like, and that's why I decided to get into youth work. Been doing youth work for fucking 10 years now.
10 years, yeah?
Yeah,
I've done a bit back in the day still.
Yeah,
it's
so
good.
It's just mentoring the youngsters, like just being that person. It's hard, don't get it twisted, it's fucking hard.
I know it's hard.
But it's rewarding if you can change that boy's life.
It's one life, help them out.
Blood.
It's a lot. Like you might, and then also, I want to go back for you, but just what you said just now, you might be the only sensible, decent voice that person's hearing in the whole day.
This
You
is
don't know
what
what
I'm
they're
saying.
going home to or whatever.
This is what I'm saying.
And people are going through stuff, and then
They're going
it's
through
a lot.
shit.
It's a lot.
Like it's like
The world's smaller, but it's a lot harder right now as well.
It's a lot harder because a lot of them are going through a lot of shit. Like when I see it, I'm like, bro, you know what?
That they shouldn't be going through as children.
Be going through that. Because if I was going through that as a youngster, I'd probably be doing the same shit that they're doing. You get what I'm saying?
To say that we went through stuff, but you know how things change. Like you said about everyone's born there at the time they're in, they can deal with stuff and that. Some of the stuff we went through, even though there was there was still the institutionalized racism, there was still like the ceiling. There was still the certain things that we had to go through. But it wasn't as bad as it is now, I think. Or what do you guys think?
I feel like our days were worse.
I actually agree with you.
Yeah, the things that these like don't have no access to ringers. They don't have access to like hustling like we did. They don't have access to whether it was 419.
Yeah, man.
They don't have access to none of those things. And they get paid to go to school. We never got paid to go to school.
You get paid to go to school now?
Yeah.
Family, listen.
You get paid to go to school?
Cause
they
be
money.
giving them peas,
They're giving them peas left, right to do things. And there's so many different courses, apprenticeship. If you want to be like our days, it's like if you didn't know someone that had an apprenticeship going on, you're not even gonna really get into.
We used to go to Springboard. You remember? You know the Springboard. You know Springboard.
Where was Springboard?
But that's if
Just
you
down Holloway.
but
That was
naughty.
a.
You gotta be naughty.
You have to be naughty.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yeah.
If you weren't naughty, you weren't getting certain opportunities like apprenticeship. Apprenticeship was that is as good as an option.
But there's so many things available, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You coming up now? Because I hear this. I want to talk about everyone. I want to talk about you now. So being the youngest, coming up, being given a lot of rope, like you said at a certain time, how was that for you? What was school days like for you? Because like me, I never had a big brother. So if I had a big brother, like you said, they set the tone for certain people. Okay, you even though you're Dele, you're Adebayo's little brother. You're whatever. Or this
was the sickest thing, bruv, for me to have older brothers.
Because you're pattern,
brother,
basically,
like
innit?
my oldest brother, like they went Hybrid Grove.
Wow.
So my oldest brother, he was a fighter, blood. You know what I mean? He was on smoke. He was that Nigerian kid that, you know, like man will cuss and be like, yeah, blood, you African, boom, 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 blood, and he would just punch you up. Like he was fighting all the time. So he had paved the way for my other brother. So when he was just on football, like he went on, just football was his focus. So he just came into the school. Bio, he plays football. Yeah, man, he's cool.
Hybrid Grove as well.
Hybrid Grove. They both went Hybrid Grove. So my parents tried to send me to Hybrid Grove because it's like, nah, cause that's an all boys school. Nah, cause I said, listen,
we're gonna get to
a mixed school. I said, I'm not on this going to an all boys school. What for? I said, send me to a mixed school. Dele, what school do you want to go to? I said,
because you was young, you're lucky.
I said, send me to Stoke Newton. All my bedrooms were going there anyway from Newton Green. Because I used to go Newton Green. All my bedrooms was going there, so I went to Stokey. Like, it was the best decision because I'm not gonna lie, like Hybrid Grove back in the day, a lot of bad man come out of Hybrid Grove. Cause
I know Hybrid Grove. I know Hybrid Grove. I know how Hybrid Grove. How was your brother? The middle one?
The middle one's 40. He's gonna be 40.
So how's the oldest one?
43. He's gonna be 43.
The oldest one's 43. Yeah. So he's even younger than me.
How old are you?
46, bro.
Oh, so you're my sister's age.
Yeah, 46, bro. So I would have known him. So I know about all the badness that come out of there. So I know him. Let's get back to you guys to Stokey.
Like if I had gone to
Hybrid Grove, you would have carried on.
Blood.
Yeah, that'd have been on to you.
Because my mindset was different. Because you know the different fucking age, the different eras, changes in it.
Yeah.
I was coming up in the era where they were getting bad. You know, they weren't listening to elders, all that shit.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have turned out the way that I am.
You did. I'm glad you did turn out this.
So I went Stoke Newton because it's gal there, isn't it? It's a different thing, like. But there's not bare testosterone. You just fighting man with it.
Yeah.
girls there. So
Yeah,
I went to Stoke Newton.
Kind of play gates it a bit, yeah?
Man, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. But it was because my brother was on smoke over there, like it trickled down to Stoke Newton.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, man.
Was his brother?
That's Yemi's brother, but yeah, can't. And then one time I just had to, you know, as a younger brother, you always want your brothers to come down to the school.
Cool. I'll give my brother for you.
Yeah, but
I never know one.
Yeah, cause
I
year
got fucked up
seven,
so much.
Blood.
But I learned how to fight. Like
Nah,
that.
fuck that. In year 7, I wasn't trying to fight no one. Nah, I used to get sent to school in cardigans and shit. I wasn't trying to fight no one. So, that's it.
What you say? You didn't mess up the cardigan?
Nah, I had cardigans and shit and shirt like that. And it's not even a uniform school. So imagine, you know, like Nigerian parents, they're sending me in a cardigan,
uniform,
shirt, fucking shoes and shit. So motherfuckers want to test me all the time, innit?
Okay,
so
yeah.
I was waiting for that one test. Call my brothers for you.
Yeah.
Fucking call my brothers. They came down like 8 man.
Oh, you're
Boom,
lucky.
set the
Yeah.
fucking tone.
Yeah.
No one fuck. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
No one fuck with me.
But
But
is
they
it-
just said, "Oh right, Dele's got back up. Can't fuck with him."
You know, remind me of Russia or what?
Blood, that's what it was.
You rolled like,
Guys.
I didn't know he rolled like that. Like, everyone's losing their bottom quick.
Guys.
Ah, yeah.
Man, them came down like 8 man deep. Boom. Ah, nah, Dele's got back up. Can't fuck with him.
Yeah.
So that was it. Then I was cool.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do. One show, and I was cool.
Yeah.
in secondary school. So then from secondary school days was sick, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool. You had the madness. You had man them coming down, robbing man and that. You know what I'm saying, waiting at the gates. But all that shit was fun. It weren't, you know what I'm saying?
It never touched you.
Never touched me.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the people that they touched, sorry for them, but they, you know, it wasn't like coming down to shank
So,
man and
yeah.
stuff.
Now, where you got
Sweet
from
center.
me? Yeah.
Bus
Bus passes.
That shit.
Yeah, you should nick bus
You know
passes.
what I'm saying? So it was all, you know, it was that era. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So school for me was my best years. Stoke
Good,
Newton days,
good,
my
good.
best years.
I want to ask you, because I didn't know. I spoke to you, and it all makes sense, like the Matrix. But you was an R&B singer at one
Yeah,
point. You
man,
were
I
singing,
was a
like your
blood.
demeanor and everything. But when I was chatting to you in the gym and first talking to you, I would have said I've always like, you know, bodybuilding this, that, first. And we've had some really interesting conversations,
proper
and you've helped me with
That's how I
certain
met
things, huh?
That's how I met him.
What singing? So,
Yeah.
how did that come about?
But I was out here, blood. Like, I was, yo.
Come on,
like,
let me hear your voice.
The worst thing is,
No, let me hear your voice.
oh hell no, man! I'm
You don't
gone
sing
from
no more.
those days.
You can't sing- you
Like,
can't
know,
sing no
in
more.
the throat is all croaky and I don't, blood. I'm them
Yeah.
days are gone.
Are you sure?
I don't listen
I don't
to
believe.
it.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't
He's a
believe you.
singer,
I don't
singer.
believe
Oh
you.
God!
I don't believe
I
you.
used to
I
be
don't
on
believe you.
stuff. Don't get it twisted.
He's a singer, cuz not.
In my
not-
day,
I believe you, and
10,
hearing your
15
voice,
years ago.
the tones in your voice, I reckon you can still
What are you
sing.
telling me? It's no.
nah, it's gone, man.
Nah,
Real
man.
talk.
You're never gonna.
I don't believe you.
Nah,
I don't
Don't
believe
say
you.
that,
On my
man.
life, look.
You can't say
Real
that.
talk.
You don't sing no more.
No, that I believe. Look, I'm a believer in God, in it, proper. But I believe that wasn't my road. You kind of get what I'm saying. I feel like I had. We was doing. Let me go. Let me.
Please,
tell
but
you the story.
let me just sing one of the songs though.
Ah, man, no. You can add it or something. Add it. You can go.
We got something. We got.
There's videos still up
I
there,
don't
man.
want to
There's
be tunes.
All right, cool.
There's bare videos up there.
I'll put it. You see where you go. You see where you just go. We're gonna add it. We're
just
slotting
add
the
it.
video with you
No,
now.
but he had a tune like on Jenny Francis in the days where people would love to, like his tune
that
was
Jenny Francis.
yeah, it went
man.
big.
That's
Channel
Jenny
U
Francis
video.
sounds familiar.
Jenny
Who's that?
Francis, she was the one that used to play the slow down
Slow down song.
Yeah.
on Trans FM.
And so what happened?
He's thing did his thing, bro.
Go on, break it down.
Look, it was the singing thing started from when I was 9. Like my brothers and that. Believe it or
I'm
not,
gonna sit back and let you talk me.
they used to be singers, blood. Like they had a group and shit, proper things. Like Too Naughty But Nice. They're gonna kill me for saying this shit.
What are they
Yeah,
called?
Too Naughty But Nice.
Too naughty but nice.
Yeah.
Big up Adebayo Yemi.
Trust
Too
me.
naughty but nice.
They were out there with the suits and that, doing
Yeah.
moves and shit.
Well, like
you know,
Jodeci and shit. Like, not even Jodeci. Like, the voice went gone.
Cause so I used to hear them singing it in
Yeah.
in the living room, like with their group, and I used to go upstairs and I'd be like, "You man are shit, bruv. I could do it better than you lot." So then I remember one time they were writing tunes, and I must have come down and said, "Why don't you lot do it like this?" And I sang, and then my 2 brothers looked at me. What the fuck? Like, you can sing, cuz.
Angelic voice.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'll try. So then, from then, like I'm not gonna say they packed up their group, but they did the group thing. It didn't work out. So then my oldest brother was like, yo D, let's go down this music thing, because we used to write tunes together. All 3 of us used to write tunes together. So, and my oldest brother used to write a lot. He had bare songs just in the catalogue. So then what happened? So then I just started doing shows, competitions. You know, you start doing competitions and that. Started singing. So when I lit like 15, 16, I was like, let me try and do this thing proper. Didn't go for the record deal, but just started doing shit independent. So, you know, you start getting studio time, started writing tunes. So I recorded my first tune. It was called Sex a Lot. Can you imagine?
Yeah, of course.
16
16-year-old.
60 years old. Yeah. It's called Sex a Lot.
Did you do sex a lot at that age? What are you talking? Sex a what? Sex a what? Idiots, come on.
Like it was a real Grammy tune, man. But the tune was good, but it was just an introduction tune. So then I linked up with, can you remember Nathan? Girl, you wanna come into my room?
I know. How it go?
Remember, what was one of his tunes? That was his biggest tune.
How'd it go?
Girl, you wanna come into my room? You know
Nathan, man.
I told you could still sing, motherfucker. You didn't know what I was doing. I got you. You don't mind this boy. I can't sing. Look at your lord. She can sing very, very well. I don't mind him.
So
He still got it.
I linked up with his producers.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it came about, but I linked up with his producers, and at the time there were some hot producers in it. So then I started recording real music
In the from studio.
yeah. And then I recorded a tune called X, and just recorded it and put it out there. Done a video. Luke Biggins, rest in peace. He shot all my videos. Luke Biggins shot all my videos.
Luke Biggins, rest in peace.
So he shot the video for X. Concept was sick. Like, wasn't done before. It was like he proper put some
Thought behind it.
yeah. And then released the tune and released the video. Motherfuckers was like, who is this guy? Because I used to sing in an American accent, so they thought I was from the States. Yeah, they thought I was from the States.
I knew you and I didn't know it was you.
Yeah,
How?
this is what I was saying. So they thought I was,
Let me hear how
it
you sound, please.
So it was. So then I used to keep getting, but because that time, even though it was the R&B era in the States, in the UK, they didn't really fuck with R&B like that.
Even now, they need to get better
You know
about
what I'm
it.
saying? So it was hard for me to get radio play. So then I must have sent the tune to Jenny Francis. Yo, she picked up that shit and whew, like she was playing it all the time. So then these are the times where Channel U was at. Got the tune, the video on Channel U, and then we submitted it. We submitted the video to MTV Base, just hoping that they will play it. Boom, best newcomer. Saw the video on the fucking. I was like, oh shit! I was like, yo, call my brother Shamps. So I call Yemi. Yemi's got another name, but we call him Shamps. I was like, yo, Shamps.
Shams, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, Shamps, like, fucking cheese on MTV Base. So then he was like, oh yeah, man, that's good. That's a good look. And then they kept him playing it until it got to number. I'm gonna say it's number 9, but it might be 13. But it was like number 9 or 13 in the top 20s.
In the UK or MTV?
This is MTV Base in the UK.
Wow, okay.
So I was like, oh shit. So then that kind of put me on the map, this X tune. So then I started doing shows.
And them days it was them various artist CDs. So he was
Okay, like Hot to Death.
Those, yeah. So you know
like
what
Hot to
they-
Death type.
Yeah,
American
so they-
ones. You know what I'm saying? They
put all the tunes on there, and I was like, oh shit, man. You know, this thing's popping off. Started doing shows. Live, performing live, yeah, I was on a mad thing. Like, I thought I was Tyrese. I thought I was all of that.
You take your clothes off.
Blood? I was doing all of that.
Doing the most, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I felt like there was better singers at that time, 100%, and they were sick as well. But I felt like, yo, yeah, blood, I'm gonna give motherfuckers a show.
Yeah.
So I used to set up fucking chairs and that, call girls up and that.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Ah, mate, like I used to be on
On smoke, yeah? Yeah. It's good, why
Loved
not?
it. Like, I loved it. Don't
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
twisted.
yeah.
But you know what I didn't like? I didn't like the politics in the industry.
Okay.
So you
I
know,
don't know nothing about it. What do you mean?
Blood, you was getting, you get plays. The tune was doing well, but they wouldn't give you radio play. Like, they wouldn't give you radio play. The deals that they were trying to give, man, were just all these mad deals that would tie you up for life. So I was just like, I'm not on that bullshit. So we continued doing it independent. Like you go and watch the videos that I did 10 years. Like the videos, the quality was dope. Because we were shelling out peas back then. You know, you got to invest in yourself. We were shelling out peas. So did an EP as well. Released that did well. Done that independently. So you just pull it out, make people buy the tracks. But these times we didn't have the Instagrams. We didn't have. I think them times it was like MySpace.
I don't even know. I've heard of MySpace, but I'm
This
just
was back
figuring
in-
I'm just
back in the
figuring
day,
Instagram.
yeah.
Remember, I came to you to help me with Instagram. You already know. We always all about it.
So
I came to you.
imagine these times, like you didn't have the Instagrams, you didn't. You had the YouTube, but the YouTube came out a bit later. But you just had like MySpace and shit like that. So it was, you couldn't get your tune out there to the masses like you can now. Like you had to go through these various platforms. So like the MTV base, you need to submit your video to this, and then they will say whether they're gonna play it or not. You kind of get what I'm saying. Whereas now, you fling your tune up on YouTube, you fling it up on fucking Instagram, you fling it up on Twitter. Everyone's seeing it. If it's good, everyone's seeing it.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
they
saying?
pass, the masses pass it around.
Yeah, so it's like it was very controlled. Like you, if they didn't want to let you through, you ain't getting through. You kind of get what I'm saying. And a lot of backhands and shit. And I was just like, but this is too much work. Like, and then you get people telling you should be doing this style of music, you should be doing that style of music. So then you get conflict, you get confused. You think, oh yeah, maybe if I do this, I'll get the play. So I kind of veered off track, started doing pop shit, and then started doing all this other stuff where I was just like, bro, I ain't making music for me. I'm making music for them.
Is it out there as well, the pop stuff?
Yeah, well, that shit's out there. Like, I'm just making music for them. So I kind of, in that time, I just fell out of love with music. I was like, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? It's taking the fun out of what I thought was my passion at the time, innit? So, and then I had my son, my first son. So I was like, yo, and music weren't putting money
on the table, food on the table,
So you have to make that decision. My son came first, you know what I'm saying? And I always said, you know what, I didn't want to get a 9 to 5. So I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want to get myself caught up in that 9 to 5 life, because I just felt that I'm a practical person. I like creating, I like doing stuff. I don't like to be tied up. I can't be locked in, you know what I'm saying?
It's a problem.
So, and you know, plus I had my parents in my ear, Nigerian parents, go to uni and all that stuff. I'm like, so I went to uni. I went to uni and I studied youth and community work.
Good.
But my heart went in it. It wasn't in it. You know what I'm saying? I went to uni, I studied. I was at uni for time. Just failing. It's like shit. But as I was failing, I was learning like the youth and community shit. So I was like, you know what? This is dead. I'm not doing this because I feel like I'm doing this again for somebody else. So I'm like, you know what? Get my shit together. You got to start living for yourself.
Yeah.
You can't be living for other people. Yeah. So I was like, and how old was you? These times, I was like 20, 21.
Good, strong mind, mate.
So 2021 was when I was doing the uni stuff. So then I had my first son at 25.
Okay.
So then I was like, but these times I was in uni fucking around. Yeah. Weren't getting nowhere, weren't doing shit. I was just fucking around, doing stuff for other people. You know,
stuff that you thought was supposed to be right, or the back heritage. That's what you used to have to do before.
So I was like, you know what? Nah, man, I got to get my shit together. I had my son, can't do the 9 to 5 thing. So I was like, oh, shit, what am I gonna do? So then I was like, you know what? My brother, my oldest brother, he was
Shams.
Yeah, he's also into youth work. So he's like, you know what, D, come over here, do an interview, do the practical thing. If you get through, you can have, at least you got a backup. You know what I'm saying? Because these times, flat out, there was nothing that I wanted to get into. Yeah. So then I did the youth thing. I found that I liked it. So I carried on doing it. But it didn't tie me in. I could do it as of when I wanted to do it.
Yeah, you had freedom, bit of freedom in it,
So then I was heavily into fitness.
Yeah.
Throughout my life, one thing that's been consistent is training.
Okay.
So from college days...
when you were skinny?
Yeah, but listen, I was still bigger than the average in that. Trust me, like,
what are you saying? Was good, skinny?
I was still bigger than the average. Because I actually started training from Stoke Newton. My parents used to fucking drop me to school at 7 in the morning. because they used to go to work and they used to want to make sure I was at school. So they used to drop me at 7 in the morning and there was a gym that was open. So I used to go to the gym.
Nice.
And just train.
Yeah.
So that's where I got the feel. It wasn't serious. I just used to train. So that's where I got the feel.
It wasn't a funny gym.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it was like a school gym.
Yeah, but when I say funny gym, we had a gym in the college or whatever, but our gym consisted of a machine that was a square and everything was on it. Like the bench press was attached to it. The thing was attached to it. Everything was attached to the one thing.
So we had something like that.
Yeah,
all we had was a bench press. Bench press and dumbbells. That's
yeah. That's what I mean by funny gym. That's a funny gym. Not like what we got these days.
No, it wasn't proper. Yeah, it was a funny gym. So, but I just used it to.
You do what you could. Yeah. You do what you can.
That's where I started the whole training thing. But that's been consistent in my life. Training. Had a passion for it. Like, yo, go train. I like the feeling. I like the feeling of hurting myself for the reward, going through the pain, going through setting myself a target and hitting that target. I like that, and I got that from training. Plus I got discipline from training. I got a lot from training, but I didn't realise that shit until later on, until I got older. But that was one thing that was consistent.
Therapeutic as well as the mindset,
like no one's business. So I was like, you know what, D? Become a fucking PT, a qualified one. If you like this shit, make it official. So I was like, all right, boom. And because of the whole uni thing, I had a thing that, oh shit, I couldn't finish things. So you start to get,
I know what you're talking about.
With the singing career, I was like, oh, I didn't follow through. Like I felt like I gave up.
Defeatist kind of mind.
And then the fucking uni thing, I felt like, oh shit, I gave up. So I was like, and then I used to have these conversations, and this is a good thing about having older brothers that kind of support you, because I have conversation with my brothers and that. Yo, it's becoming a pattern. You need to
pull up your socks and do something about this, mate.
So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna do the personal training thing. I'm gonna do it, complete it, and get the fucking certificate.
Yeah.
So I was like, boom, let me do that. Studied for that.
Yeah.
Completed it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. So then that gave me a little bit of a
confidence boost.
Yeah,
of course.
I was like, oh shit, I can do things. I can complete shit.
Yeah.
So then, done the personal training thing. Didn't have a fucking Scoobies about what I was gonna do with it. But by these times, I was looking like a PT. You know what I'm saying?
You looking at part.
It's like, so once I advertised that I was a PT, boom.
Yeah.
People were like, yo, I want to train.
Yeah.
So
I want to look like that.
Yeah, so it was like, it came very easy. So then I just started training and I was making good money. Like, PTs make good money. Like, if they make good money, like hourly rate is decent. You know what I'm saying? Monthly from one client.
Good
I
money.
was making good money. So that gave me time to be a bit laid back.
Yeah, it gave you freedom.
It gave me freedom, like to think about what I really wanted to do, how I wanted to maneuver, what was the end goal, what did I want out of life. So then, fucking by these times, my son was probably three years old. Don't get it twisted. I went through turmoil, blood. Like I went through the times where, yo, shit, where was I gonna find peace?
It's life, but life is not easy for anybody.
Blood, it's not. So
if you've got a silver spoon in your mouth, you're gonna have to go through that, bro.
You're gonna have to go through them. So,
but even having that silver spoon in your mouth makes it harder for you on the
makes
other side.
Exactly. I was about to say that exactly, because so I was like, you know what? Yeah. So I went through that time, but then I started doing the training thing, and it started coming easy. So I was like, all right, boom. So then, even in that time, my brother was doing his football thing. So even when I was doing the music thing, my brothers managed me in it. So we've always had a thing where we keep it within the family. Like my parents have been, especially like my mum with her boys, she's been, it's you three against the fucking world.
Nice.
You don't let money come in between you lot. You don't let girls come in between you lot.
Yeah.
You make sure it's you three. Like my mum's always been on us like that.
Yeah.
Always. So whenever we was gonna do something, we'd do it as a free. Regardless.
Good.
Regardless. So my brother was doing his thing on the pitch and building a sort of a following outside of football because of, your KSIs, man, they were, because he was so big in stature.
Yeah, I always thought that is hench for a footballer.
Yeah, blood, he's massive. Yeah. And even following his story where they used to tell him he was too big to play football.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like his mentality is what kind of shaped me. He was like, yo, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't do shit.
Yeah.
I'ma do it. I'm gonna do it as good as the man that you think is good, and I'm gonna do it even better.
Yeah.
And that was his.
That's
that
his
was
thing.
his. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
his thing. So I see him doing his thing, and it's like, blood. I fucking manage you, blood. Like, it's like shit.
He said he'll manage you. Or you said you manage
No,
him?
I said, look, why don't I manage
Him.
you?
Yeah.
Not football wise, but commercially.
Okay.
So it was like, cool. This was about 8 years ago. Yeah, 8. Yeah, about seven years ago. So he was like, all right, cool. So then we got together. I was like, look, people, there's a whole story, there's a whole backstory. I'll be here for fucking.
Well, look, we call this part
hours.
1. No, we call this part 1. We
Yeah,
call this
like-
part 1.
Yeah,
Because
but I'll tell you about hours.
I
got a lot.
Can't talk about beast mode. We got a lot to talk about. So
that's what I'm saying. So
we're gonna call this part 1 for you.
yeah, so when he was doing his thing, he was like, look, D, you want to manage me, innit? So I was like, cool, I'll take that on board. So then they used to call my brother the Beast Mode, didn't they? They used to call him the Beast. So we was like, look, how are we going to package this thing and give it back to the people? How do we create something? How do we build an empire out of this thing? So we sat down, like, all right, boom, you know what? Social media. At these times, my brother didn't even have social media. This is how mad it was. He didn't even have social media. So we was like, all right, first, let's create all these social platforms. Because people knew of my brother, but they didn't know him. Because he never played in the Prem.
Yeah, I know.
He never
I
played
see.
in the
I know.
Prem.
I see his picture the
Yeah.
other day. I know,
So
but
they
he
knew-
made his mark, mate.
Yeah, like they knew him, but they didn't know him.
Yeah.
So created the socials, and then I remember he put out a tweet like, I'm gonna go beast mode on this driver. He must have said that, and boom, like it went mad. Like Twitter went mad. Like these times, you know, when Twitter just came out, like everyone would see your shit. So they're like, right, Akinfenwa, the person that KSI has been talking about, he's on Twitter. He said he's gonna go beast mode on his driver. Retweet. It's like, boom, beast mode was born. Cool. So what we
Say that again. Like you better say that shit again.
Nah, that's how it was born. Beast mode was born.
Beast mode was born.
So we're like, what's the first thing we're gonna do? The t-shirts. It's like, cool. So we bought the whole the printer, the cutter, everything, plucked it out of my mum's yard. Didn't want to have it in my yard, didn't want to have it in plucked it out of my mum's yard. I learned how to do the whole printing shit. Printed up a t-shirt, took a picture, put it out there, boom. Motherfuckers started ordering. It's like, oh shit. But you know, like, it's one of those things where you're not thinking it's gonna go off the way it went off. But people just started ordering. I'm like, bruh. So I'm there doing on my ones at first. Like, we getting bare orders, blood. Like, if you know how to fuck it, like how you make tea, it's a long,
I know.
blood. It's a tedious process. You got.
I know.
I was like, yo, man, them call my brothers and say, you motherfuckers gotta help me. Do
facilitate this.
Yeah, blood. So we're all at my mum's yard printing out t-shirts, blood, sending it out. So that's how the whole clothing line thing came about. But it wasn't. Beast mode is not about clothing. It's not about gym. It's not about none of that. It's about state of mind.
Okay.
And that's the most important thing that I feel like me and my brothers want to get across.
Yeah.
They'll see us. We're all big in it.
Yeah.
You see beast mode, you know, it fits with the whole fucking.
Because that's what. Unless if you didn't break it down,
if you don't,
if you didn't break it down for that, if you didn't break it down for me, that's
But more time, it's got nothing to do with the gym.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset. That's the strongest thing you have is your mind.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So the mantra is, you know, defy limitations people put on you. Don't let no one put you in a box.
Don't let no one put you in a box.
Don't let no one put you in a box. If you say you want to do something, you're going to do it. Don't let no one tell you that. And the thing is, that's why I said there's a lot of things that I learned from my brother, because they kept on telling him he's too big to play football. You're not going to play football. So they kept telling him no. Every single chance, they kept telling my brother, no, you can't do this. It's like, fuck you lot, blood. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it with a smile on my face.
I don't really like football, right? But I took a look at something the other day. Like, I'm not really a football person. I took a look at something the other day with your brothers pre the interview. So you can get the ball, chases the ball. And my man holds the person who's behind him. And the defender, whoever's coming to him, he goes like that, and he doesn't foul him, and he just holds him there, and he just pop, and the way he kicks the ball. But that power, he used it against him.
He used his uniqueness to make him stand out.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The only other person I think is big and nowhere near as big as his brother was Heskey.
Yeah, and the worst thing is we've met Heskey. He is
small. Yeah.
Compared to
small.
Even though my brother's lost weight now, he's coming to the end of his career, but in his prime, he was big.
Yeah,
he was a big guy, bro.
Yeah. Did the beast mode stuff help his football career?
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say it helped. No, I wouldn't say it helped his football career.
Like his awareness.
Maybe the awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
FIFA is a massive community.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So he was in the game as being the strongest in the game. So motherfuckers that like FIFA, they're gonna go for who's the quickest, alright? Who's the fucking got skill? Who's the strongest?
The actual game FIFA.
Yeah, the actual game. So he's the strongest in the whole game. FIFA have given him that title for 10 years running. He didn't even know he was in the game at first until KSI done a video. He done a video and he's like, yeah, let me talk about Beast. It's like, Akinfenwa don't look nothing like my brother because it was back in the day.
Yeah.
So he done a video. If you lot know KSI, he's
I don't know. Who's KSI?
Massive. Like, he started off as a
YouTuber,
but he's a boxer.
He's done
I've heard of that guy.
Musician,
and his music's gone to like good place in the charts.
Yeah.
His boxing career did good. Like everything he does really well.
Okay.
Like proper. So,
Midas.
Blood. Like he's on the next level. He released a video. The video's got like 11 million views. So you know that's 11 million people that's heard of my brother. So us, we're like, how are we going to capitalize on this thing? Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it definitely helped with the awareness, like 100%.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I feel like it.
Like a lot of people know my brother because of FIFA and him being the strongest. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my brother just took that, ran with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you just grab it and you run with it. And he felt no way with doing that, being the biggest on the. This motherfucker went to Lithuania at 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to go and buck him.
Yeah.
Like, I went to go and buck him. I was 14 at the time.
Yeah.
So I went to go and buck him in Lithuania.
Yeah.
Them times there, pure racist.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
of course.
They were shouting on the pitch, his own fans. They were shouting, zigga, 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 shoot the fucking nigger. That's what they were shouting. So imagine like when I touched down in Lithuania, the first thing I saw, like a little girl fucking do
Hitler
that
shit.
Yeah, but what the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, like the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, how are you chilling in this place?
Yeah.
It's like, blood, it's football, cuz. Like football outweighed all of that shit.
For him, yeah.
So a lot of the things that I saw my brothers go through, I'm learning, I'm like, bruh.
His mindset was
I'm looking at them and they're teaching me all this shit because I'm the youngest, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm just soaking up all this. I'm like, right, you man are doing that because of this.
Yeah.
Just because you love football, you prepared to fucking go through all this shit.
Yeah.
So it's building my character. It's building my mindset that, cool. And now that shit that he went through almost 25 years ago, and he's reaping the benefits now.
Good, yeah.
He's at retirement, like, we're doing okay, blood. Like,
good.
Outside of football, yo, like,
I see you. I see you on the socials.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's good.
It's good. Like, it's like, so every time I feel like, oh shit, it's getting done. I'm like, yo, man, you gotta put in that work. Like, you can't give up. You gotta put in that work. If you want it, you go for it. Cause
you gotta go for it.
You gotta go for it. You put in that work. You grind because you get it.
So I want to ask you, coming from you, advice for any young people out there that are trying to get forward and understand what you're telling me. In fact, explain to me the concept behind beast mode, please.
Look, like I said,
out there for them, yeah.
Like I said, beast mode is a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with your physicality. It's about applying yourself. It's about not letting people put you in a box. It's about defying the limitations people put on you. You get what I'm saying? It's like the sky is not the limit. It's just a resting station.
Wow.
Because we have no limits, blood. You get what I'm saying? So that's beast mode. That's the beast mode state of mind. The strongest thing we all own is our minds. You feel me? So it's like you got to make sure this is on point first before you can. Your mind's got to tell your body that you got to go to the gym. Your mind has to process first before you do anything. So beast mode is state of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's our mantra. That's what we live by. Defy the limitations people put on you.
Defy the limitations. Defy the limitations people put you.
Don't do things to prove. This is what my brother says. He says, don't do things to prove other people wrong. Do things to prove yourself right. And I fucking take that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking it as well.
I take that shit. You feel me? So it's like, even when you ask me the question about, oh, how does it feel to have older brothers? Like, you know, because you've never had an older brother. Like, I've benefited massively having older brothers. Like, my brothers taught me, like I said, like, there's a time I could have went left, blood. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My brother's like, fuck that. You're coming with us. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, yo, we're going to take you away from that. Don't get it twisted. I saw a lot of things before my age. Yeah. Like a lot of things I shouldn't have seen at my age. But boy, you know, I feel like it's made me a better man now. Even, you know, touching on fucking family life, it's made me a better man now.
I just want to reiterate what you said, but the sky's not the limit.
It's just a resting station.
The sky's not the limit.
It's just a resting station because we have no limits.
We have no limits. Thank you, man. Get that.
What are the few things that you're doing now that people can actually like contact you for?
Personal training is always there.
Yeah.
Like, we're currently shooting a documentary, like a brother documentary, on a huge platform. I can't even say it at the minute.
When it comes out.
But it's going to come out in August.
What's that drink you lot drinking? Is that your drink?
Which one?
I see what she lot with a drink.
Prime.
Is that, yeah?
Nah, man, that's KSI that I've been telling you about, blood. That's how big he is.
That's his drink, yeah?
He's got his own drink, blood. Trust me.
I thought you lot's drink.
Nah, I wish.
Would you lot work with him close?
They are working with him. You're working with him, yeah?
Yeah, man, like he's such a humble brother. Like we've worked with him on many different projects. Yeah.
Like,
he's big time. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? He's
big up KSI.
Yeah. He's
done
big
though.
time. Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, we got the clothing line, beastmodern.co.uk. You can get some merch and stuff like that. Setting up an academy, football academy. Like, just go on my socials, Dele Akinfenwa, you see
the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, man, all this stuff, man. We're this year, we're coming hard in the paint, man. Got a few shows lined up, TV shows that I'm trying to get my brother on.
Good.
Our own shows.
Good.
Like,
I can't wait to see some of them, man.
Yeah, man. Podcasts as well.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to come on that here again. You better bring my ass on that, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, 100%. There's loads of things. But it's been a pleasure, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you here as well, man.
It's been a pleasure, cause
Dele Akinfenwa.
We out here.
The youngest of a great clan.
Come on.
He didn't ask you a question yet.
What question?
Advice you got for the next generation.
We just asked that.
But we kind of went into.
The sky's the limit, no? Okay, so do you have any advice for the next generation?
You said the beast mode meaning. So
you're absolutely right.
You asked him for
you're absolutely right. Yeah. So, as my learned friend, he's asking me the question now because that's the voice by the camera. What voice? You know, advice for the young people out there that live in all the different cities, everywhere around the world. Anyone that's going to see this,
that have similar experiences as you.
It's a mad one, you know. Like sometimes, because I always feel like that question is cliche. Like people say the same thing. Yeah, man, just do this and do that.
No, you got to say what comes from
me,
your heart.
I'm always like, look, shit. The same thing I said to you about don't do things to prove people right. Do things to prove yourself. But don't do things to prove people wrong. Do things to prove yourself right.
So please tell them at the camera. That's what I want.
100%. I'm like, yo, like, don't do things to prove other people wrong. Do things to prove yourself right. You know what I'm saying? Be true to yourself. You feel me? You don't have to follow no one. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to follow trend. You don't need to follow fashion. Be different. Stand out. Don't stand in. You hear me? Gotcha.
Dele Akinfenwa, it's been a pleasure.
Trust me.
Give me 3 though.
Come on.
My guy, come on. And one more, give my arm back. Give my arm back.
How strong you are,
give my arm back. The voice behind the camera, the wizard. I am Fawole and Dele Akinfenwa. Thank you so much for coming. That's live talk.